The hopes of a golf Mad Nation squarely on their shoulders. What a show of talent, of poise, of true Aussie grit.
It is our story to write. What story you want it to be is determined by the man in that fucking jumper. And the man in that jumper beside you.
Shit's about to get fun.
Welcome to Fairways to Footy, proudly supported by the Golf Bunker, your home for golf lessons, golf fittings and all things golf. I'm joined by Fergo, the 9-time runner-up, best and fairest, and the Under-9s Coaches Award. I'm also joined by Mossy, still suffering from his concussion from when he made his senior debut, so he hasn't come right from that. And I'm Toto. I'll tell you who I barrack for in September. So, we are Fairways to Footy, boys. We have got a big episode, but something's missing.
We're missing a whole person. Big Perco's not here. It's so much roomier. We've got all this extra
There's so much more room for activities.
Yeah.
Is this how we're running from now on?
Shout out to the big fella. Look,
Yeah.
he is a leading goal kicker in reserve grade football, so he's got that type of knowledge, but unfortunately it doesn't really stem to what we want to provide today.
I didn't see it, so I can't believe it. I just can't see him kicking footy.
No. Anyway, he's made his own decision to sit back and watch from afar on this one, just to learn, I guess. He's going to use tonight's episode as a bit of a learning curve for him, because tonight is going to be the first episode of a 3-part series purely focused on AFL.
Yep.
All right, so we're going to go through each of the teams. We've all been given teams to have a look at.
Break it into 3 sections. So we got rising star, breakout contender, and someone who's maybe under pressure to keep their spot, or there's just pressure around the team. So we'll sort of discuss our things around those 3 sort of avenues, and then we've got a bold call to do with that team throughout the season. Could be positive, could be negative. Sort of depends on the team, depends on what's going on. So that's the format for each team.
Happy days. And if anybody's got any feedback for us, where can they reach us?
You can reach us at Fairways to Footy podcast on Instagram and YouTube. So this will get uploaded to YouTube and Spotify. But yeah, our Instagram is going to be our main point of contact there.
Fantastic. So I had a meeting today with Grant Cooper from Cooper McKenzie Marketing. Had a good chat about use of cameras and equipment and everything like that. So that was a big eye-opener for myself. So shout out to Coops for that, who happens to be a Mad Crows supporter, Mad Adelaide supporter. When I told him what we're doing tonight with the episode, he was very excited, but also said, whoever gets Adelaide better not stuff it up. So I guess that's over to you, Fergo. You want to kick things off?
He's not going to be too happy. Look, I'm not as prepared as you guys with your all fancy notebooks and stuff.
We're the pride of South Australia, and we're known as the Adelaide Crows.
So we'll kick things off. Crows, minor premiers, right, last year. Very rough ending to the season after such a high that they had. And then the 2 previous seasons before that, they got knocked out pretty much on umpire decisions, right? So when we're talking about it, I think we'll start off rising star. I have Sid Draper. Now, I know we've been talking about this and you're like, he's injured. And I'm like, yeah, but everything that they're reporting is that it's a groin injury. He'll be back at least probably week 3, week 4, coming into probably realistically gather round will be when he's back. 182 centimetre pressure beast for the Crows, and he's been building in size. So Crows have been putting this on their watch list. All of their juniors, they are building. They're not throwing them in young and just letting them, put them to the wolves. They're building them up. They're making them huge. They're getting them big competitive beasts. He's under 18's MVP as well, and he was also an All-Australian that year as well.
He's 18. He's under 18 season. He actually played sample footy as well, so he had exposure to senior footy. And just waiting for him to go bang.
And at under 16s, he was playing in the under 18s state comp. Like you can't.
You just want him to stay healthy.
Yeah. You just if he can.
I know
get
the Crows
past,
want him to stay healthy.
100%. They need him.
I think he was early draft pick too. So
and going back to your SANFL, like he's averaging 22. So like you're not getting 22 lucky kicks. Like he can find the footy. He's getting plenty of it. So if he stays fit, no dramas.
Yeah, I'd say the Sanford's second best state league in Australia.
Behind Queensland, surely.
Talking about Queensland, my breakout player, Cal Archie,
Oh, the old Lion.
The old Lion. Now, I love him. He's the only Lions player besides Brucey Revel that I love to bits, because what he does off the ball is more important than what he does with it. You'll see him up in the defence getting a kick or impacting a contest, and then all of a sudden he'll be in the midfield getting a touch, getting a handball, and then you'll see him on the 50-metre arc affecting the play from there. He is the most important player that the Brisbane Lions had. They've now lost him. And
The most important player.
You're just going for like big calls
Haymakers,
every
just-
podcast. Yeah.
Haymakers. He was their biggest swing player, and it'll be interesting to see. But him in this Adelaide side is going to make him get the actual praise that he deserves. You watch him on a footy field, it is poetry in motion.
Yeah, he's above average in disposals. He's a lead in marks, a little bit below in handballs. But in saying that, Brisbane's a tough team to get a kick.
Yeah.
So go down to Adelaide. I know they're minor premiers, but he probably is not going to have that level of dominance. And
Well, he's
be able
a
to-
role
and he's a
player.
bit older now, so maybe leader.
What is he? Yeah, what is
28.
28.
Yeah. I've never looked at Adelaide the last 4 years and gone, yeah, they're a top 8 side. And it showed in the finals. Like,
Yeah.
they got wiped.
Going back to Cal Archie, like he is a role player, so I believe they're looking to play him sort of a forward wing type of role, swapping with Alex Neil-Bullen, who they picked up last year. So he comes with the experience. At the end of the day, he's won the last 2 flags with the Lions boys. So when you're the minor premiers trying to play finals footy, it's a different kettle of fish. Like it's just there. So now you've put a lot more experience in there. They got Alex Neil-Bullen, and he was a premiership player from Melbourne. So they're just trying to build a little bit of experience in that regard.
As I said, they're not a team to throw their young kids in. They build them up, they give them a couple seasons, and then all of a sudden they come in and make a breakout. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've worked hard with Josh Rochelle as well.
Yes.
He's another potential breakout that they're just sort of. I don't know if he hasn't got the tank to go in the midfield. Every pre-season, all I read about is Josh Rochelle's breakout year. It's like we're still waiting.
Yeah.
So no, not a bad shout, mate.
And then my under pressure. So Matty Nix, is he the new Ken Hinkley?
Ooh,
That's going to upset so many people.
It's the Adelaide Oval curse, is it? Wow.
It's going to upset a lot of people. But look, let me give you this stat. So after 5 seasons, Ken Hinkley had 65 wins, 51 losses. He had a win-loss of 56%. Pretty good. You're happy with that.
That's all right. It's
all right.
It's top 8.
He was 3-3 in finals,
Yeah.
right? With a very good team that should have
Yeah,
probably
there
went
were a
higher.
couple there where they were minor premiers a couple of times and they lost prelim finals at home.
Yeah, this is where Matty Nix is at after 5 seasons. 55 wins, 73 losses, 1 draw. That's a win-loss of 43%.
Yep.
And now he's 0-2 in finals.
Yeah, he took over them when they got pumped by Richmond.
Yep.
And then they went through that whole flip, which is where they ended up getting Rochelle with an early pick and a couple other boys. So his first couple of years were a massive learning curve where they were finishing bottom of the ladder. They got Rochelle, they got Dan Curtin, all that type of stuff. So now he's got them playing good footy, and they've got a squad. Like, mate, you don't win enough games to be minor premiers without being good enough. Just Brisbane's played finals for a few years before they actually made that hurdle and started winning.
Now I look at their list and I go, oh, you know what? They've got some talent. They've got some A graders.
Yeah.
But then you compare that to the Lions list, and look, I'm no Lions supporter, but I look at that list and I go, geez, they've got.
It's deep.
It's deep.
It's deep, yeah.
Like, you look at their best 22. I saw a post the other day.
There's people on that emergency list that would be starting for other teams.
Man, it's ridiculous how deep they bat.
What do you think they need to do then?
They need a key forward that isn't Tex Walker.
They got Riley Thilthorpe.
I just don't think he's there.
He was nearly All-Australian last year.
But the problem is he can't step up in big moments. Look who kicked the goals in the
I
big
think Darcy
moments.
Fogarty's the one that you
Yes, he
probably
needs to.
Darcy Fogarty more than Riley Thilthorpe.
Yeah.
All right, where you got him staying around the mark?
I have him top 6.
Happy with
days.
Adelaide?
I'm happy with Adelaide. I hope everyone else is happy with Adelaide.
I'll probably get a phone call after this. Who's going.
Yeah, exactly.
What was he talking about? I want his number.
I want his number.
Yeah. What's his address?
Hey, he's a big ruckman too, mate.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'll give him a run.
Yeah. Next up, the actual premiers, gone from minor premiers to the eventual premiers, back to back, the Brisbane Lions.
We are the pride of Brisbane town. We wear gold, blue and gold.
Righto, Brisbane Lions, boys. Rising star, the rich get richer. All right. The academy in Queensland between Brisbane Lions and Gold Coast, and even Sydney for that matter, is getting ridiculous. The Allies in the under-18s have started to play some really, really good footy over the last couple of years, so it's fantastic. They managed to snag, with pick number 6, Dan Annable. Made the All-Australian side. He averaged 25 touches, 4 clearances, 4 tackles. Inside mid, he's going to find it hard in probably the deepest midfield. But look what they did with Levi Ashcroft. They put him on a half forward, on a wing. You get to learn the structure.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a better footballer than Levi Ashcroft.
Yep.
But, like, he actually does something with the footy.
Yep.
And I'm going to get abused for that off so many
You're just
people.
going off with a bang.
Oh, man,
What did Levi do to you?
Oh, no. Like, those two boys, they get a lot of disposals. I don't think they do a lot with it. Where you have impact players. Look at Lachie Neale. Comes in a grand final, has 17 disposals, and what he kicked 2?
I think he kicked one. Kicked a big goal. Yeah.
But a big goal.
But that's like the absolute elite of the elite, nearly. Like, that's
Yeah.
a big jump between that and
That's a Brownlow
and
medalist.
Levi
Yeah, but that's
Ashcroft,
how
who's in
they-
his first season.
That's how they talk about the Ashcroft brothers.
Oh,
Like,
maybe.
look at Nick. And this is the other thing. I'm not about the Dacos brothers that much either. But
I think he's tall poppy syndrome, hey?
He's hating all the little fellas.
the Dacos brothers, I think they're really good footballers. But I also think they are very overhyped for what they actually do. I think Josh is way more impactful than Nick. I think...
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
I can't get around that. I cannot get it. I'm sorry.
No.
I think...
What are you talking about?
You just hung shit on Nick Dacos, who should have won the Brownlow the last 2 years. You've hung shit on Will Ashcroft, who just won 2 Norm Smiths in a row. He's about to do what Dusty Martin did.
Will is more impactful than Levi, but
Yeah.
they get
So now you're
hyped
beating
up.
up on an 18-year-old kid. That's literally... Watch this space. Dan Annable is a bit of a beast.
I agree.
Yeah.
He looks red hot.
All right, have you beaten up on the kids enough?
Yeah,
Because now we're
sorry.
going to breakout contenders. Now try
yeah.
beating up on Jasper Fletcher. All right, from what I've witnessed over the last...
Played footy with him.
Did you?
Yeah, he's Sherwood.
Is he?
boy.
Sherwood
Yeah.
boy. Represent.
His dad coached me.
Yeah, his dad also played 231 games of AFL.
Dad is a very good bloke.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, shout out to Adrian Fletcher then.
Yes. If he sees this.
We'll just send him a link, mate. I'm sure you got his number. He
He'll tell
probably
me that-
deleted yours after your last
yeah,
comment.
he'll tell me to stop drinking beers.
Yeah, that's it. Mate, Jasper's 21 years old. He's already won 2 premierships. He's played 68 games. So he's playing pretty much every game since his debut year. It's pretty impressive how much footy he's been able to play already. They're touting him as a future captain of the football club, just with his leadership. He's a medium size, 180s, but he plays a half-back wing role. So his ability to roll back, take intercept marks is elite. Endurance, so he plays up on a wing when they get their half-back. So I think last year, if Zorko or Wilmot or any of those boys were missing off a half-back, he'd slot back there. Him and Jared Berry tend to do that, play a defensive wing role. What he's able to do for that side, he's come in, hit the ground running, got the respect of all the guys, and I think he is honestly primed for that third year breakout.
Mate, he's already handy as hell.
Yeah.
Mate, he's averaging 21 already.
Yep.
He's above average in 4 key stats and he's elite in marks. So I'd say he's already cemented his spot. He's already a quality
100%.
contributor every week.
100%.
So he's about to break out. Where does he break out? What's his next level? What
Kalachi.
does he have to do? Do you just want him getting more... So if he's playing half back, I probably see it him maybe going like, let's get some more metres gained, run, carry the footy. Because
Kalati.
he's still above average in metres gained, but like that. But I think, he could get some more metres and like that.
Well, it depends. It depends if they lock him down into... So they've also got Kitty and Coleman coming back this year. So I don't know if you guys remember, but Kitty and Coleman a couple of years ago in the grand final nearly basically won the Norm Smith medal, was pretty elite.
Do you want to hear another bold call?
Oh, here we go.
He'll get injured this year.
Oh,
Again.
jeez. You are just
Sorry.
brutal.
He will.
Can you get off negative Nancy Street?
I'm not. I'm just not a fan of the Lions.
Yeah.
But no. He'll get injured this year again.
Okay.
I can't see.
The track is saying that he is the fittest that he's ever been. So fingers crossed. I'd love to see it, mate. Elite. He's a left footer, so I already like him more than I like you two.
Yeah.
So elite foot skills. So if he slides back into that back line again, I think Jasper Fletcher for me, breakout, all Australian squad.
Okay.
Yeah. So as a potential
agree with
wingman,
that.
yeah, I genuinely
and
think.
yet, I just want to. I'm just trying to get into your head. Like, okay, he's already at this level. What do you want to see extra from him? Like,
it might be a bump up in again meters gained and possessions.
Yeah.
That might be it. Like the possessions don't really have to matter, but if if
he goes up onto the wing, you'd probably want to see him maybe impact the scoreboard a little bit.
That's
potentially
what I was gonna say.
kicking a goal a game is handy.
So Hugh McCluggage, he cut his teeth playing that wing role. He's now gone into the midfield.
Yep.
But Hugh McCluggage for years should have been in the All-Australian side as a specific wingman. And what did he do? He was going out getting 25, kicking 2 or 3 a game.
Yeah.
I think that if he can fit that mould, I genuinely think that's the
I
ceiling.
think he's the replacement for Kalachi. I really do. He runs, and that's the thing. He runs.
I'm going to bring up a counter.
Yeah. Of how many times I say it? Yeah.
Kalachi.
I love him.
Counter.
I love him.
I know you love him, but I'm going to just interrupt you and say Kalachi plays like a forward role.
Oh, he doesn't though.
He's a Mr. Fix-It. They put him everywhere.
No one watches him, and this is the thing. This is why he gets so displaced.
Nobody's going to watch him now. You've said it too much.
No, but this is what Jasper does, and this is what he did really well when he was younger. Was he ran the whole field. So he would impact in defence, he would impact on the wing, and then he would impact on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
And that is what Kalachi, for the 8th time. That's
a wanker.
But that is what he did. And I think that him playing off a halfback role or a flank role, he can do that. Maybe not on the wing. Maybe he's a rebound off the back line, impact from the back line onto the wing, get a handball.
Carry.
I think he's got more athletic attributes than Kalachi.
Yep.
Just with his ability to line break. He reminds me a little bit with his running capacity of Lachie Whitfield from GWS Giants. His ability to give, receive, and break the lines.
Yep.
But he's also a lot tougher than that with the contested marks, running back with the fly.
Yep.
Lachie Whitfield's an outside ball winner, but it's just more so his ability to break the lines.
Like his dad, no fear.
Yeah.
No fear.
So that's my breakout. Now, under pressure, we talked about all the people coming back and how deep Brisbane are. Now, this bloke's a legend that we played a bit of rep footy against, Dane Zorko, 5-time best and fairest winner, multiple All-Australian, former captain, but he's 36 now. Like, you'd love to see him sail off into the sunset with a three-peat. Darcy Wilmot, Jasper Fletcher, Kitty and Coleman, all coming back as running defenders. I just don't know. Obviously, you've got the stats up there.
I don't agree with this at all.
He's elite in every aspect except for tackles and handballs. Meters gained elite, kicks elite, disposals elite, marks elite.
Yeah, my pure thing here under pressure.
You're just thinking like that whole, like what Sam Mitchell, back in the day, Hawthorn, like they're going to, like he's still decent, move him on type thing, or you like he's going to play less game to make room for young blokes?
Well, I think that there's going to have to be a time where they go...
Name one person in the last 4 years that has been so dead-eye accurate with their kicking out of halfback.
True.
Who? Like, I can't think of anyone.
That is a bold... It's a bold call, like I think, but I just don't know if it's 2026.
No.
Because he's still super handy.
So he has incredible stats, but then you look at him, he's 174 centimetres. Mm-hmm. he doesn't play one-on-one defence. He gets caught out. If you can give me a Jasper Fletcher or a Darcy Wilmot that can still intercept the mark and play one-on-one defence, because if you're a forward line, you're going, oh, all right, that's our outnumber.
Yeah, but you got Harris Andrews.
Yeah,
He
but-
covers 2 men.
Yeah, I know, but he can't cover everybody. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I'm not having to go at Brisbane Lions. Like, Brisbane Lions have just won back-to-back premiers because their ability to have Jared Berry and Jasper Fletcher come back off the wing and help out defensively.
And they force them down the line.
Yeah, and so once they've intercepted the ball, that's when they run and carry. My big thing here is that 36...
You're getting on.
I think
We were having this chat about another bloke yesterday.
He's
and
had
you're
a couple of
he's
calves.
36.
He's had a couple of calf injuries in the last couple of years as well. His last 10 years has been exceptional.
Put him in
So
the hyperbaric.
it just could be more so under pressure. Like, where does he fit in moving forward? We've got other guys coming in to take that sort of role. Where do you fit in our sort of space?
Yeah.
You know, maybe he doesn't roll into the midfield as much. Maybe he just literally plays back. Or
Well, that's what he's been doing. So, yeah, Zorko's just been playing as a
Like
back
purely
pocket.
backman?
Yeah, purely back pocket
Halfback.
as literally as your sixth defender, takes the worst forward and plays
Loose as-
loose as a goose.
Yeah.
So, but they can afford to do that, though,
100%.
because that's how they set up.
Structurally, they're
Yeah.
fantastic.
They set
and it
up
allows it. Yeah.
down the line. He can do whatever he wants. So he plays basically as a midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
So-
up near the forward line a lot for a bloke who's playing back
So
pocket.
that's where I would, under pressure. I don't know if he is under pressure. He's at the end of his career. What pressure does he have? He gets a 3-peat. Good on him.
Yeah, but that's
he
what I
might
mean.
retire.
Maybe pressure to stay fit, to be actually part of the
Yeah.
team. Like, he's 36, he's had a few niggles.
You start to see a couple of
Loves
these
the
young,
rub.
hungry guys come through.
Yeah, but
Mate,
if
loves the
you're-
rub on the boundary, this bloke.
If you're kicking, at 70% accuracy and you're getting 20 a game, at that age, what pressure do you have?
Well, the pressure
Well,
comes
you know.
back to, are you able to play one-on-one defence?
Yeah, tackling pressure, like
I don't care
speed.
if you have 100 kicks in a game of football. Oh, mate, it's just kick 3 on you because he's outmarked you 4 times. Look,
Yeah, but it's like that would be like manning up on you.
exactly. He's the same height as me. And now I just think with the way that it is, I've watched him quite closely, and you watch him get outmarked a lot. He gets caught into a position where he has to defend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's undisciplined a lot for a
Very
guy
much
who
so.
has been a leader.
Yes.
Gives away silly free kicks and then
And a lot of
"What?"
50s,
And you're like,
yeah.
dude, come on, man.
grow up.
Your team needs you not to
Yeah.
be doing that rubbish.
So my knock is not on Dane Zorko,
No.
the quality of footballer he is. It's the age.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just think the pressure comes there. You got a lot of hungry Lion Cubs coming through.
Yeah, and there's similar blokes across the comp that are in the same boat.
Yeah. My bold call. Neil given the okay to head west after the Lions win the three-peat. I've got the Lions going back to back to back. They're too deep. Lockie Neal will head to West Coast,
I already lands at Fremantle.
which the Lions don't really mind. He now frees up a heap of salary cap. He gives more midfield time to Zach Bailey.
Oh. I thought you were going to say Dan Adable.
No. Well, he gives more time for Dan Annable.
I'm actually shocked that
Your
Zach
boy-
Bailey isn't in this.
No, he's already broken out. Right, so moving on from the Brisbane Lions, let's go to a former Brisbane Lions captain who now coaches Carlton.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues.
So, rising star, Jagger Smith. So he went pick number 3 in 2024.
Jet.
Captain to Oakley Chargers and Vic Metro, and mate, he's a ball winner, and averaged 33.8 before being drafted. So like, can get the footy. You know, he's a gun. Had an ACL injury for 2025, so he was out for the year. So realistically, you know, I think, you know, assuming he has no dramas with his knee, you know, he's the next thing that people are talking about. And, you know, if he can stay fit, you know, Carlton finished 11th last year. They need this bloke fit and racking up disposals because they are in a bit of a tough spot now.
Yeah, so before Toto creams, real quick about him, because I know you love him.
He's very
But-
good.
but I think it is a big thing of he's going to be one of these poor, like these kids that are just unlucky. And it's going to either be he explodes or he busts because of that knee. And that's all it is.
Well, hopefully, the knee, like, let's just say hopefully knee comes good. He did play in, like, Richmond's VFL side, where he averaged 27
Yeah.
across 3 games. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
As an
you're-
18-year-old.
as an 18-year-old,
So
like,
Richmond were looking at him. Richmond had number
Yeah.
1 pick and decided to go down to Sam Lawler,
Yep.
who we will probably get to in the next couple of episodes. So he was, they were tossing up.
Between the two.
So for him to fall to 3 with Carlton, they got a bit of a steal.
100%.
Nothing wrong with Sam Lawler. Like, he's a jet as well. Different type of footballer.
Yep.
This guy is, he is like a Nick Dacos.
Yeah.
In all honesty. And those numbers, they're elite, mate. I don't care.
Yeah, mate, you're 18 playing in the VFL, averaging 27.
No,
Yeah.
I more
Like-
mean like it's gonna like
the body.
The body.
The injury that he has is one of those injuries where it either makes you a better player
Yeah.
and you're all of a sudden you're toughened,
Yeah.
or it ruins your confidence
Well,
and you're gone.
I would think, the fact that he's a young fella, he's done it. He's not 30. He's not 30. He's not 28. Like, he's fresh. He's hurt himself, okay, and he's hurt himself in the AFL space young enough where all the best rehab hasn't done a knee like at 15 or anything. So at least he's got all the best rehab, all the best facilities to get that back to 100%. So I think that gives him a good chance. And like, if they have to sort of hobble him in a bit and like sort of just manage him a little bit here and there just to test it out and whatever. But, they've been doing contested work of training and stuff, and yet literally haven't heard anything.
He's lighting it up.
Yeah,
He is.
you haven't
I've
heard
seen
anything.
some
You've literally
footage.
only seen, like...
Yeah, I've seen some footage of him 1-2 handballs to kicking goals from 50, and you're like, oh, I can't wait to watch this kid on football.
I think give it
on
like
TV.
4 years, he even 3 years, get his body like into that AFL a little bit more. He will win a Brownlow.
He probably could do with, especially he's not the biggest fella in the world in terms of like physical size. So, give him a few years in the gym, you add that sort of explosiveness, like sort of a Dangerfield type thing, bigger fella, put on that extra weight, got some speed. Guys are going, shit, this guy's pretty, you don't want to get in his way type stuff, and it'll just give him sort of more confidence. So keep the body fit, he should be right.
He reminds me of Zach Butters. You remember Butters
yeah.
when he first got drafted? He was like this little
kid.
weedy kid, and then I don't know if you guys have seen. I mean, we'll get onto it later.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said, but
Put old mate on his ass the other day.
he's huge.
Yeah, he
I was
looks
like,
jacked.
what has he been eating?
Yeah.
Like, that's nuts.
Contract year for that bloke.
Yeah,
Look
yeah,
out. Look
yeah.
out, AFL world.
Breakout contender. So got Cooper Lord.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
So AFL Rising Star nominee, round 10 last year. Best performance of the year, 24 disposals, 12 tackles. So I'm more impressed there with 12 tackles. That's super elite.
That's a good number.
Yeah, that's, Selwood numbers.
Fergo wouldn't have had 12 tackles in his football career.
So yeah, back to Cooper. So I think he's really showing promises in total clearances, total tackles, and tackles inside 50. So he's really putting pressure on, like, in forwards, and he's winning the ball. Yep. So, and as a bottom 8 team, you want players that can win the footy. So, if he's already showing promise in that space, take his game to the next level, had another pre-season under his belt, he's primed, or he's shown that he can go. We just need him to go, like, more regularly and go bang and just do that, like, week in, week out.
Talk about a bold call. He's already written them off.
Yeah.
Go on,
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I would have written them
Yeah,
off too.
me too, yeah.
He had a bit of a role change at the end of last year as well, Cooper Lord. So they had a few injuries. Sam Walsh didn't really come into it. Cripps looked banged up. George Hewitt was their best player, which is just crazy. So they put him in there, and they tend to do this with a lot of kids in the AFL, that when they're thinking they're going to go a bit bigger next year, they'll give them the exposure at the end of the year and play like a negating, which is where this 12 tackles came from. He became a bit of a tagger towards the end of the year.
Yep.
Run with the best midfielder in the other team and
near the
learn
footy.
what he does.
Yeah, get near the
He'll
footy.
take you to the ball, lay some pressure, and you will learn.
Where to
like
be.
from St Kilda, Marcus Windhager, who's, again, going to go big this year, which we might get to later, but he is one there that was a tagger for a couple of years, learned the craft of being a midfielder, and he's a big body too. I think that exposure still might take him half a year to cut his teeth as a midfielder, but they're prepping him for it. So that's a good call. I
Is he
like
in your
it.
fantasy team?
Cooper Lord?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
And I think
He's awkward price. Yeah. We'll talk about that later.
right. So under pressure, I've got 2. A bloke's going to cop a bit of heat for this, but so just a bit of before I get to the name. So 2023,
You seem scared.
right?
He does.
Yeah.
He seems
So
very-
2023, Curnow kicks 80 plus goals, right? 2024 kicks 57, 2025 kicks 32. So your sort of big goal kicker is struggling or, being a bit injured and whatnot. Okay, not kicking as many goals. Obviously, you've got Big Harry's firing as well. But other than those two, their forward line is their issue.
Well, those one because Curnow's now.
And now Curnow's now gone. So
Yeah.
you've got Harry and 5 spots where you need to find, in his good 2023 year, you need to find 80 goals. And you got 5 blokes that can't kick goals.
I think it's their smalls.
So,
Their smalls aren't
you're bang
good
on,
enough.
right? So Jesse Motlop was literally in my crosshairs straight up. He's lucky he's injured for the season.
Poor
Right?
kid.
Yeah.
You two just beating up on
No,
kids.
yeah, mate.
We hate kids.
Mate. So forward line, they've got to find the goals. Like Jesse Motlop, 23 games for just 17 goals.
Yeah.
Like,
If you haven't played over 100,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you.
so,
but yeah, if you're
he
a
just-
small forward,
your
job is-
wasn't,
yeah.
when I looked up his stats, you could have gone, look, okay, he's played 23, he's kicked 17, but geez, his pressure's great and he's making some forward line tackles and keeping the pressure on. He's not, right? So, but he's injured, so moving on from him.
Yep.
Mate, Lachlan Fogarty.
Yeah.
Mate, 20 games for 11 goals.
Yeah.
Like, that is just unacceptable. As like, I know it's AFL footy, but you're there to play a role. You're a forward. You've got to kick goals. You've got to be selfish. Get your hands on the pill and bang it through the sticks. Like, so I think he's really under the pump. And not, like, look, you probably could have added a few more, but their whole forward line's under the pump. They need to kick goals and
Well,
they
they've-
need to
they've-
find goals.
They've lost a lot too.
I
So
think their whole club, even you look at, like, we were just talking about it before, but you look at that preseason footage, and I know everyone's going, they.
Mate,
you
that
know,
was like watching
this-
bloody us
Yeah.
in the resis and all the
Yeah.
A-graders are at work or something and they're rolling around having a kick and you're thinking, we can't hit a target. That's the AFL. It was
Like-
disgusting.
And that's they're coming out with excuses about it, but it's like, man, it's like no, like you're the elite of the elite. Like you don't miss kicks like that.
yeah, well, Adam
Right.
Simpson came out and he's like, I was there that day, and he goes, it was a little bit windy, but
Like,
it
mate,
wasn't great.
Mate,
Yeah.
there was blokes
Matter.
kicking out of the back line and it was going out to the
was
50.
going into
and
the
it's literally
stands.
into the
Yeah.
stands.
Yeah.
Like out on the full by 10 metres, you're like, mate.
But you can't blame the wind for missing a kick short. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you can't.
Yeah, so I
anyone
think,
that's played football knows
so
that.
Motlop's avoided the crosshairs for a year because he's injured, but when he comes back, he needs to lift his game.
got a
And
sniper on him.
Fogarty's on.
Yeah.
he needs to.
So
sit.
you think about where are these goals coming from? Tom DeConey, gone to St Kilda.
Yeah.
Jack Silvani, gone to St Kilda. Charlie Curnow, gone to
the
Sydney.
Swans, yep.
I'm trying to work out where their goals are coming from. I know Brody Kemp is moving from a back line to a full forward position. He's an athletic, tall. He had a couple of big breakout games where he kicked 3 or 4 goals last year. They've just picked up
they're-
Liam Reedy from Fremantle.
Yep.
He's a ruck forward. I don't know why they continue to persist with Mark Pitnet. I have zero clue. The bloke looks like a spud.
Now it makes no sense.
No.
Like, going back
Well,
like
now I
last
think
year,
they're going to play Reedy as a forward.
yeah, because going back to the old ruck rule makes sense. Big ruckman, he held his ground,
Yeah, yeah.
especially against someone like Max Gawn.
Yeah, not now. He will get a knee in his throat.
Oh man, like you think Luke Jackson will jump on his head?
Yeah.
Bold call. Vossi sacked before mid-season bye.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it.
The Collingwood medalists in Harry, you've got Jewel Brownlow player in Cripper, and then you've got Sam Walsh, who's a rising star and solid in the team. But overall, you've got 5 All-Australians and you can't even make finals.
Yeah.
So for me, I think Vossi is also in the under pressure category.
They should have been competitive for the last 5 years.
Correct.
This year, they're going to be even worse.
I just don't think that Voss has the system that he wants or around him.
He proved at Port Adelaide he
to
can't
support.
coach.
Yeah, well,
he just can't coach.
Well, here you go. Let's go back to the thing from before. So these are their games. They maybe win 2. So first game, Sydney, lose.
Yep. Is that in Sydney?
Yep.
Yep.
Second game, Richmond at home.
Oh.
Maybe they win that.
Oh.
No, what's David King saying? Richmond's got Ferraris.
Yeah, full of Ferraris.
Full of
I don't know.
Ferraris.
Okay,
Let's
so-
go a draw.
Okay. Either way.
Get off the fence.
Then they've got Melbourne.
They
See.
should win that.
They
but-
should, but again, it's 2
Maybe.
on the fence.
And then they've got North. They definitely should beat North because North are not great. Then they're playing Adelaide.
Yeah.
They got Adelaide. They lose that. Then
Yeah.
they play Collingwood. They'll lose that. Then they play Freo. They lose that. Then they play the Saints. They lose that. Then they play Brisbane. They lose that.
Oh,
Then they play
yeah.
the Dogs. Then Port Adelaide. Then Geelong.
They're looking
Mate,
at
that's
a
like-
possibly
Mate,
three.
they could be.
3
They
and
could
10.
be 2 and 10, 2
Yeah.
and 12. They're spoon contenders.
They're like a three win, 13
I
losses.
don't mind the spoon shout.
Yeah, they could literally be the Spooners.
I think North Melbourne are going to be going.
Oh, 100%.
At least that.
West Coast, I'm not sure on. West Coast, I think it will still be
with
bottom.
who they just got in.
I think Melbourne's list is too good to be down where they were. I think Melbourne will go up a little bit. Not playing finals, but they won't be. I genuinely think that's a good shout.
Yeah, and they finished 11th last year. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like 16, 15 or below.
We know a lot of Carlton fans that'll be hating on that.
Billy will be watching this going, I know where you live.
Yeah, yeah. Well, next up, I've got Collingwood boys. So Collingwood with the coach Craig McRae, who's a former Premiership Lion with under Vossi.
Yep.
Next up, Collingwood Magpies.
Good old Collingwood forever. They know how to play the game. Side by side they stick together.
Righto, Collingwood Magpies,
Collingwood.
boys.
Yep.
My rising star is a fellow by the name of Harry DiMattia. Pretty cool name.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I might have put a bit of pizzazz on it, I don't know. But mate, he's a former first round pick from 2023, so been in the system a couple of years. Yet to debut. But
Never heard of him actually, because
No.
Neither do I.
No,
I'm actually
so,
just Googling him
again,
now.
Yeah, struggled to get into the Collingwood side, but he's an inside mid, averaged 22 disposals, 4 clearances, 4 tackles in the VFL.
That's solid.
Won their best and fairest.
Okay, well there. You got points, you got runs on the board if you
Yeah.
winning the
Now-
best and fairest
so-
as a teenager.
Now you think about this, right? Steel side bottom. Scott Pendlebury. Yes, they're going to play. They're not going to lose their spot. Tom Mitchell's just retired. I believe they're the 3rd oldest list in the AFL. You've got a
Might be equal with
bloke
Geelong.
that you drafted in the first round has just cut his teeth in the VFL, won the best and fairest, has to be on the cusp. I'm pretty sure he was an emergency for most of the year last year.
Do you reckon that's why they let Tom Mitchell go?
I'll get into the Tom Mitchell one with my breakout.
Okay.
I'm a bit dirty about that.
I am too, but
I think Tom Mitchell was treated poorly towards the end of his career.
I agree.
And shout out to Tom Mitchell. I saw the other day his record statistics of disposals against every team in the AFL. He's not quick, he's not explosive, but just a workhorse. So shout out Tom Mitchell. Not our rising star, Harry DiMattia.
sorry.
Harry DiMattia.
DiMattia.
Or DiMattia?
Yeah,
Yeah?
either of those.
Anyway.
I like Martia.
This
I
is
like-
where we insert the Google Trends.
Yeah.
DiMattia.
Well, we just call him H.
H.
Harry. Has?
Yeah, Harry.
Has dog. The reason it was actually difficult to get a rising star for Collingwood is because they've given away all their draft picks. They gave them away for Dan Houston. Is one big one there that they went out and they went shopping for Dan Houston, and that hasn't quite worked out how they planned. From Fremantle, Lockie Schultz.
Yeah.
He's another one there
Yeah.
that they went hunting about. So they feel like when they have Pendlebury side bottom, Nick Dacos is dominating, Josh Dacos, they've got a list. So their premiership window's still open.
Yeah.
They were a top 4 side last year. It's still there. They are slightly aging. So I think that this Harry DiMattia has dog.
Yep,
Has dog.
I think that he should get a crack. I mean,
100%. Well, you don't see Pendlebury playing every game, I wouldn't think.
no, but you don't pick a first round draft.
No, but
pick
like
and
they're
not
going to
play.
have guys. They're going to have to strategically probably rest guys throughout the
Yeah.
season because they're definitely carrying their age. So
Pendlebury
you know,
will move into that Dangerfield role.
Yeah,
for
just-
Geelong like
Yeah.
that.
Well, he's
plays-
going to a halfback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pendles is just ease him into a halfback because
So I
he's
reckon,
still got the IQ.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
Like they need to make. They know they're aging,
Yep.
and so they need to, like Brisbane, they need to put time and energy into some young fellas,
Yep.
or the guys in their 20s to take their game to the next level.
And I think he's going to be one of them. So he should be getting a bit more of a
and
mature body
why
now.
wouldn't you go, oh yeah, mate, what'd you play twos last year? Oh, won the BNF. You're like, oh, that guy can play because the VFL's no slouch fest.
Yeah.
So he's obviously handy.
Yeah.
Hopefully, has dog. Goes nuts.
Yeah.
Good luck to him.
Yeah, good luck to him. Breakout contender for me. Had a bit of a breakout year this year already. Really solidified himself as the big-bodied mid that Collingwood need to protect the Dacos boys. A bit more of an in and under tackling force. Ned Long. All right. So Ned Long, he was keeping Tom Mitchell out of the team most of last year. It was those who Tom Mitchell went back to VFL and was dominating, couldn't get back in because this bloke was sort of playing his role.
Mate, he's 194 centimetres. He's a giant.
Yeah, big boy.
That's you.
That's me.
Midfield that can move and mobile.
Me. This year.
Okay.
This year, not last year.
No, I played ruck last year.
Yeah, so anyway, going on to some relevancy. But they've been screaming out for that big-bodied mid. I think he's it. He's only 22 and he's about to play his 50th game. There's a bit of a rule with AFL. You sort of, once you get to that 50 games of AFL experience, that's when you go.
Yeah.
You're set. You've had a couple of pre-seasons.
Your spot's pretty secure.
Yeah, you've matured your body. You're good to go. So watch your space with him. What I think breakout-wise, I think he's only been averaging, like, time on ground is 65, 70%. So he needs to probably get the tank up. And then also get those numbers up if you're going to be a bona fide midfielder. 18 disposals and 7 tackles is great. Fantastic.
Yeah, he's elite for tackles.
Yep, so that's great.
He reminds me of a Paddy Cripps.
He's slow. He's slow as sin.
But like putting
just
that
got clown shoes on. Can't get going.
But puts that pressure.
Yeah.
Like then that's like the biggest thing for him being a big body.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to be super quick, man. Like 194 inside mid, get the ball, be strong. Like, mate, you saw, go back 5 years, Gary Ablett Jr., not the biggest guy ever. Dude, hardest guy in the AFL to tackle. So if this guy can sort of lean into that part of his game, be an inside mid, bit of that Crip style.
Did you just compare Ned Long to Gary Ablett Jr.?
No, what I'm just saying is, like, that's a part of his game. I think that...
I said he's going up a couple of disposals. He's not going to come out and average 35.
No, listen. I think that the part of his game, like, because he's not fast and his tank's not there, but when he gets the ball, he needs to be more aggressive in taking on that initial contact and breaking and
Pivot
getting
player.
free.
Yeah.
Because, 194, you're a big guy, you're well above average. Like, look at the Bont man. He's a man that, like, slides through gaps, boom, pumps, guy. He's another guy who's hard to tackle, who's a big fella. And, like, just gets the hands free and, so you want to see him having improved contact, get the hands up, get a handball off and not, like, fumbling and just, hacking it forward or whatever, so...
if Ned Long can become that pivot player that they've been looking for, like, it'll be pretty crazy because no one's reaching his arms when it's up high. So if he can get a good tap and then just
and then if he sort of plays like a centre role, like once you sort of they go forward and he's sort of hanging back a bit, like as another big tall
He's a
option
second ruck.
who's like taking a couple of good grabs and being then, rebound back inside 50. So
194 is just becoming the new midfielder.
that's massive.
yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Like you're a big man, like compared to us.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
you just think about that difference, like, say the Tom Mitchell thing, like just how do you compete?
Yeah.
It's
Also,
hard.
And that's
it's hard.
the thing. Like, and that's small. It's weird because I feel like smaller bodies are becoming outdated and
You've got to be
really big
exceptional.
bodies are becoming
Yeah, you've got to be
outdated.
like 185 plus,
It's
which is
becoming
a
an
big
athlete
size.
sport for
Yeah.
sure. So his sole purpose is to extract the football for his runners. We spoke about the Dacos boys,
Yep.
which then also leads me into my under pressure person. So my under pressure person is Jordan De Goey.
100% agree.
I agree.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
So Jordan De Goey, touted as one of the most explosive footballers in the AFL.
Disagree with
was
that.
He's been
He's been good in parts.
He's in good in
Again,
parts,
yeah.
yeah.
he has not been healthy enough to prove his consistency.
Mm-hmm.
He was meant to be the next Dusty Martin. All right, so
And he probably was. He was on track for a bit, but then he fell away.
He's a forward centre that
Doesn't
just
go sometimes.
if he bursts out of the clearance, he's not a two-way runner. Definitely not a two-way runner. He's not an accumulator. So he won't have his games where he goes out and has 30. He'll go out and have 22 with 6 clearances and kicked 2 goals,
Which is
good.
handy.
It's very good. That's his role.
But he doesn't do it enough.
Exactly.
Yeah, but see how you just said 22, go and get 22. He averaged 15 last year.
There you go. How old is he? He's 29.
As I just said,
yep.
barley belly, mate.
29.
Barley belly. He's got that barley belly.
Yeah,
it's just
so-
catching up to him.
Yeah.
And like it's not like you could go, he's an elite in another area. Like he's average, below average,
Yeah.
and then he's above average for clearances at
I-
2.7.
He has his moments where you just go,
What?
wow,
Yeah.
holy, this
But
guy
that's
could
like-
take the AFL by storm.
that's twice a game.
But he's like a Jake Stringer of the midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he'll do his part on the occasional thing and shows you the promise, and that probably is what keeps him employed.
That is a great example, by the way, because
they're bang on the same.
that is this same person.
Well, and the other thing is too, like you probably know this. Salary cap wise, is he chewing up a bit of fat?
Yeah, like not as much as Dacos. He's not $1 million player.
No, but like let's say you're not paying $700,000 for 15 games
for 15
touches. No
Yeah.
way, mate. That's like third year stuff, and you're getting paid $250.
Yeah, so that to me, apparently, again, been training the house down. It's the usual thing, but everybody's got more midfield minutes and everyone's training the house down. But
Tom, you get rid of Tom Mitchell and you keep Jordan Goey.
yeah, different type of footballer.
But-
For me, Tom Mitchell, an accumulator that'll work around the ground and be a link up. This guy is meant to be explosive, break lines.
Kick goals.
But we're talking
hit the
about that
scoreboard.
extra man, 25th man, and you've kept someone that had, for the last 2 years, have been patchy
Yeah,
to someone that has been on
Super good.
for a long time.
yeah. So you know what I think the 23rd man's going to be? He's going to be this type of footballer. He's going to be somebody
on.
that comes on late in quarters and
Is fresh.
and
can go for
and
5
can
for 10.
explode for 5.
A bit like you at your poon.
The only thing that exploded was either my football shorts or my hamstrings, mate, I tell you. Anyway, my bold call for the Collingwood Magpies. Pies proved too reliant on old heads, playing top 10 at best.
Whoa.
So I have them dropping out of that top 4 sort of area, and I have them with the new final system of being a top 10. Look,
I think
they make that top 10. They play in the play-in tournament. They're every chance of upsetting a team. You don't want to play them. It's still the team. Them and the Dogs are the 2 teams that you don't want to play come finals because you never know what you're going to get.
You're either going to get the number 1 side in the comp,
Correct.
or you're going to get the
100%.
number 18th side in the comp.
Yeah, so that's me. Collingwood Magpies, don't have them up there this year.
I agree.
Mate, bold call. The top 10, I feel like that's a bit rough. Like I don't see him going down that low.
Okay.
You reckon?
Yep.
Oh, that was very dismissive. Like,
Yeah, I'll take it into account.
it's my bold call.
See the Bombers fly up to win the premiership flag.
Yeah, Bombers, rightio. So, finished 15th last year, so they've got a bit of work to do. Rising star, Dyson Sharp. Right, so,
Another jet.
yeah, promising young midfielder, went at pick 13 in the 25 draft.
Steal.
Absolute
Yeah. And then, known for sort of contested ball winning ability and being tough. The sort of player that they're needing, especially, let's be real, Merritt's probably gone at the end of the season.
Yep.
So they're going to have a midfield spot up for grabs.
If they let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they.
So just to, under 18 national champ, so he's averaging 27, which is already solid, right? But at 76% efficiency. Like that's the part that impressing me. Like, okay, you can get 27 and hack some crap forward and, just win a ball and handball out, but he's going at 76. So that's pretty solid. Mate, he's getting 11 contested balls, 6 clearances and 5 tackles.
Yeah.
The clearances is the key.
Yeah,
You
so-
get it inside.
The problem is that they need more.
And he's kicking a
Right.
goal a game.
But they need more, don't they?
Yeah, but he can't do it all. But I think this is a step in the
start.
right direction. A young fella that looks promising and he's hitting the scoreboard. He's getting the footy. He's clearing the ball. He's making tackles.
Yeah.
You know, they're 4 big tick boxes you want on a
We've got a
midfielder.
couple of tough guys there. Jai Caldwell, come across from Giants.
Yeah.
Last year he had a good year, but only played maybe 14 games, something.
Yeah.
The other one's Sam Durham, who was a mid-season draft pick for him.
Yeah.
Another tough midfielder. So they're sort of going away from those, Dylan Shield.
Yeah.
Zach Merritt's tough and an accumulator, but he's not what you want to be an inside mid.
No.
Darcy Parish can't stay on the track. So they've been cycling through these midfielders. But yeah, I think there's big raps on this kid.
But is it gonna is that gonna? I understand it's a step in the right direction, but people have got Essendon's they've got heads on pikes about that club.
Yeah.
And is
Well, it's
that
because again they've got a big fan base.
Well, the problem is they've been not great for a long time. Same as St Kilda. That should change this year, but the Saints have struggled for quite a fair while, and haven't played a lot of finals, haven't won a premiership in a long time. So Bombers, 2000?
I know
2000. That's their last premiership win. Their last final might be slightly after.
Yeah.
that.
2001, wasn't it?
Yeah, or 2 maybe when
Yeah,
Brisbane
well,
were dominating.
Adrian Dodoro had a lot to explain at the end of it. Like he was a recruiting manager for Essendon, and he kept on getting the same type of player.
Yeah.
There's a Devon Smith got from GWS, who's a small-bodied bloke. They drafted Andrew McGrath, who's another small midfielder that they've turned into a defender. They already had Zach Merritt. Like these are all the same player that they went out and got. So there's raps on this kid. He's played a bit of sample footy as well, and there's raps on this kid to be a future captain of that football club already.
Yeah.
So that's he must have had a huge pre-season.
Yeah, and he won the Lucky Medal for best player of the tournament and under 18 champ. So
Yeah.
he's handy. So good luck to Dice. Right, breakout. Nate Caddy.
Yeah.
He's got that.
He's
Right.
He has to.
Yeah.
He's got some X factor.
Well, promising young forward. Got drafted in 2023, pick 10. Right, made his debut in 2024. Played 10 games. 2025 plays 17 games, kicks 20 goals. So he's going at least a goal a game, which is good. So look, he's showing that he's doing his bit as a forward. He needs to sort of try and step that up. And I'd love him to play 23 games, walk away with 40, 35, 40 would be a good sort of, he'd want to be in the 30s.
We've got to remember
minimum.
key forwards.
Yeah.
And he's an athletic key forward. He's not your big 198 centimetre thick boy. Like he's one of those athletic 194s type of thing. They take a bit of time.
So, if I was him, I see him as a bit of a long-term prospect, but, if you can get 35 goals out of him, you're nearly going to a game. Even if you have a couple of patches where you don't, kick one or whatever, but then you have a couple where you kick 3 or 4, maybe have a bag or, whatever. So, yeah, but the one thing I will say, he needs to improve his forward line pressure. He's only averaging like 1 tackle per game.
Mm-hmm.
So he could improve that. That'd be a nice addition. But yeah, 35, 40 goals, that'd be the goal. Maybe try and get your pressure up in the forward line. But I think, he's a young fella that looks pretty good.
They need someone up there.
Yeah, to kick goals.
That will kick goals and actually give them a presence.
Yeah, Langford isn't that.
No.
He's I don't know what's going on with Essendon, but his soft tissue injuries are as bad as Jordan Ridley or anyone like that. Like they just the same guys continue to stay injured. So the funny thing is they picked up a guy in the mid-season draft last year, Archie May.
Yeah.
He's a big forward as well, and he looked really impressive. He looked imposing. So if you can put those two together and go, Essendon, look, you're just going to have to bite the bullet. Merritt's going at the end of the year. Do we just go, let's just flick the old rebuild switch?
Yeah.
Because they've had a tremendous draft this year. Farrow, Sobey, Sharp, 3 Jets inside the top 13 picks to really catapult them. And then you've also got this Archer May as well, who's another big Nate Caddy. There's a few there that they've got some good kids.
Do you think Scott is too much on his high horse to rebuild?
Oh yeah.
Like,
he won't. No coach wants to rebuild because they know they hit the rebuild button, and it's the age-old thing when you have a caretaker coach for that instance where they go, all right, yeah, cool, you cop the losses, and then when they're ready to bang, we go and get an experienced coach to come in and that we know can win, and that happens far too often in the AFL.
Yeah.
I mean, poor Guy McKenna back in the Gold Coast Suns days went through all the heartache early on of them not winning many games of football. All of a sudden, they become highly competitive with Gaz, and they're looking like playing finals.
Gets punted
before he gets in, and then he gets injured, and then he gets punted.
Yep.
And they bring in Rodney Eade because he's an established coach.
Yeah.
That has
Trying to go to the next level.
they're trying to build him to the next level. So I don't think that he'll accept the rebuild.
Right, under pressure. I've got two. First one is obviously Merritt's under the pump, right? To gel with the boys still. Like, they all know he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
So he's under pressure to gel with the boys. He obviously requested a trade to the Hawks, mate. It's literally the only story in the trade period, nearly. I mean, they're nearly getting it done. Is it nearly done? Doesn't get done. He gives up the captaincy. He's out of the leadership group.
Sacked his manager.
Yeah,
Sacked his manager.
So McGrath's the new captain,
Yeah.
right? So he's the new guy. You know, how does Merritt take a step back and let that sort of leadership group run their space? You know, that's been him for a long time. He needs to probably, he might have to bite his tongue a bit and just be like, that's not my role anymore.
Yeah.
To say those things. So I think he's under pressure.
I don't think it'll matter. Like I think the space of those players now are in such a professional fashion that I really don't think it's going to hinder their pride too much. Like, you've got a player that is getting to the end of his career. If it was any other of them, I dare say that they would be looking to move.
He's paid his penance.
He's paid his.
He's literally 30 years old.
Yeah.
I think you've done enough for the football club. Multiple best and fairest. You've tried your ass off.
Yeah.
You've been an All-Australian in a very poor record for a team. That's all right, mate. We're leaning towards the future.
Let him go win a premiership.
And because he'll be worth a bit. You know.
You'll actually get some currency back.
I do have another one, just as a not that sort of standout story. So Jordan Ridley, 195 centimeters, just literally signed a contract extension, I think last year. So he's there till 2029. Mate, 9 games in 2024, 10 games in 2025. He's a key defender, right? Not doing a lot of defending. Like
Mr. Soft Tissue
Mr.
himself.
Soft Tissue himself.
Three would it be 3 years ago? He was like all Australian towards.
They loved his foot skills. He plays the third man up.
Yeah.
So he plays like I'll take the third best defender and then able to sag off and intercept.
Yeah, and his stats are average to above average, so he's not crushing it, but he's doing his job. But you got a guy that's an established player. He's signed an extension, so he's obviously doing all right, probably on the financial side of things. But can you be a 4 as a young or a rebuilding club? Do you have the luxury of having $500,000, $650,000, whatever it is, tied up in a bloke playing 10 games?
No, but they don't have anybody else.
Yeah. So
and who else?
So he's under the pump to perform. He needs to perform because he
probably needs to get his body right.
Yeah.
So,
and
he probably needs some more peptides.
Bold call for the Bombers. So could they be the baby Bombers 2.0? So if we go back to 93, they win the premiership. They got 20 blokes under 25.
Oh.
Now I'm not saying they win the premiership.
Yeah.
Not by any stretch, but
they got 5 years to do it.
They got 5 years to do it. You think you got Jacob Farrow, Dyson Sharp, Sullivan Robbie, Nate Caddy, Archer May, Archie Robbers, Isaac Keiko. They're all under 20.
Yeah.
I can't see him doing it with the coach.
So,
be a different coach
do they sort of go down a different path and let those guys have a bit more, go nuts, use your speed, use your youth and go. And, maybe they 10th, 12th, maybe. Because at the moment, realistically, they're not far off also being a spoon contender if they don't do something different.
So having a look at those guys, Farrow is a mid defender, maybe like a half back. Dyson Sharp, key mid. Roby is another mid. Nate Caddy, key forward. Archie May, key forward. Archie Roberts was very close to All-Australian form this year as a 20-year-old half-back. And Isaac Kakko's your small forward. So they've got a nucleus there that they can really work off.
Yeah. So maybe they improve those guys sort of.
Well, what about that big Cox fella? What was his name?
Oh.
He could kick both feet.
Yeah, I forget his.
Oh,
I know
he's
who you're
gone
talking
missing.
about,
He was like 205 centimetres.
Had that
Nick Cox?
That sounds right.
It sounds right, doesn't it? But we haven't seen him in 2 years.
No, he's gone.
Look that up for us, Jackie. He was like a 205 centimetre. Nobody knew if he was left or right foot, and they were calling him a unicorn.
Yeah.
And then he's gone missing for 2 years. He was another early draft pick as well.
Is Nick Cox right? It sounds right.
Yeah, Nicholas Cox. Yeah, that's right.
How big is he?
Yeah, so he is 200 centimetres.
Yeah, and he was playing on a wing.
Yeah.
Has he got his age?
Yeah, he's 24. 2021 debut, versus, interrupted start to 2025, but keen to be back and bolster the side around the ground 2026. So,
yeah.
Look, I think the thing that's going to hinder your bold call there is how many of those players stay. Because they're all...
Well, they're staying for this year.
Yeah, but they're all elite. Like, they're all classed as very elite footballers. They've been, pretty much hand-fed their entire lives, knowing that they're going to be AFL footballers. How do they cope in 2 years' time when Geelong comes knocking on their door saying, hey, do you want to come play in the hoops?
Yeah. Or even one of the Adelaide sides looking at Dyson Sharp.
Yeah.
Do you want to come home?
Yeah, come home. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see because Essendon, I think, is a club that clearly the culture is not.
Yeah. They need to get some buy-in. I'll tell you what, if you want to get buy-in, Brad Scott, you're getting punted. He's a peanut. So there you go. Bombers done and dusted.
All right, happy days. Over to Fremantle Dockers.
Flag mantle.
Flag mantle. It started already.
All right.
Love it.
Flag mantle.
You've got a lot riding on this team this
year. I have, how many golf rounds was it?
Three golf rounds in Fremantle football shorts and a Fremantle polo.
Yeah, top four.
Top four. Okay, top four.
Top four. Murphy Reid.
Yep.
It's pretty much the pick. He won it last year. Picked up at pick number 17, which is just crazy. I feel
a steal for how good he played.
And I'm sensing a little bit of you're not on the Murphy Reid train.
Nah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I think he's... I think he's a role player. You talk about him, then I'll talk about him.
I'm interested to hear what you think.
I just think he's a little bit of a softer outside small forward. I think he's got a role to service. Do I think that he was better than Levi Ashcroft last year? Not a chance.
Well, maybe people saw that Levi Ashcroft didn't make an impact.
All right, tell me some things.
Look, I think the thing with him is he's a big moments player, right? And it's something that's going out of the game. Is the player that can come in, which is what we were talking about with John Dugowie and stuff.
Yeah.
The player that can come in and that can hit the scoreboard or take a big mark or get 10 disposals in 5 minutes and really flip a game on its head. And I think a role player is the perfect way to describe him.
Yeah.
But I think that's what makes him so good is that he's able to play that role.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him why I think he won the Rising Star. Because of that fact. He is someone that plays a role. He's someone that comes in, he affects the game. He doesn't just come in and rack up disposals and then gets a highlight reel the next day. He's someone that comes in, he'll kick 2, he'll kick 3, or he kicked 3 against Geelong.
Kick 4 in 4 minutes.
Yeah, completely flip that game on its head.
Yes.
Then for the rest of the season, it was the same thing. Would come in, have 10 effective disposals and flip the game on its head and really put eyes on him in the game. And I think that's why he's so good.
So what do you think he's going to be? What role do you think he's going to be in the future?
I think for Freo, I think in the future he's going to become a very good, probably high half flank.
Yep.
There's someone that can. He's not going to be a person that is in your headlines,
Yeah.
but he's going to be a person that is reliable and is someone that you kind of look at and you go, yeah, someone that is a staple name, plays 250 games and kicks on from there.
Okay.
If he stays uninjured.
Yeah.
Well,
You got anything for us?
well, you Levi versus
Yeah.
So
Completely different stats.
they're actually fairly similar. Like Levi's averaging 5 more disposals, but other than that, they're quite similar. Murphy kicked 25, whereas Levi only kicked 12. Yeah, Murphy played 24 games, so he played pretty much.
So 24 games, 25 goals. 25 goals is a good return for a rookie.
Yeah, for a first year, mate,
But-
you're averaging, mate. You've got guys playing 2-3 their third season. They're not going to the goal a game. So.
Yeah. But how many times did he kick bags and how many times did he kick nothing?
But also you got to look at who's in Fremantle's forward line as their big men. He's not like you wouldn't expect him to kick 3.
No, it's Tracy, Amiss, and probably Patrick Voss.
Yeah.
And then when Jackson goes down there.
Exactly. Like you're not expecting him to come in and realistically, you're probably not even expecting him to kick 25.
In all honesty, Fremantle don't have any other young stars.
No, they don't.
They don't.
Talking about not having any young stars, Luke Jackson is my breakout player. Already very good, but that was playing a ruck forward role.
He should have been All-Australian last year.
Yep. It has been stouted multiple times now. He played pretty much midfield for most of the trial
Very
matches.
excited this is
I am so excited. He's like how tall is he? Like what, 205?
I think he's 199.
Yeah,
He's
he's like a jet, good with his hands, can kick a footy,
Yeah.
has smarts. He's going to be a breakout player this season.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
will-
what do you think is going to happen?
I think he will top Freo's Brownlow votes. If he plays bulk midfield,
Yep.
he will top their Brownlow votes.
I mean, he's a perfect, I guess, company for your smalls like Caleb Sarong
Yep.
and even Andy Brayshaw. So
And who are you going to put on him?
Oh,
And he's a tackling
I
beast.
just want to know how quick he is. You know what I mean? That's where.
Well, when he's leading, like you look at his leading pace, like
Yeah.
which
But
I
when
guess
he's
is
when he's
how
leading,
explosive.
who's on him? Like
Yeah.
he's got a key defender on him. When he's trying to go through heavy traffic as a big, you can get your arms up, but you're still a big.
You know, it'd be a really good matchup. Him versus Ned Long.
Him versus Patrick Cripps,
That would be
just bash bodies,
Yeah.
big boys.
My thing is, the tank, like proper midfield minutes. Will he spend that long in there?
I think he'll be fine.
He'll be fine.
He's been playing ruck. He's been training as a ruck his whole life. Imagine doing that, except you don't have to bash bodies.
Yeah.
As you're not constantly hitting someone.
Yeah, in the
Just
ruck contest.
bashing
Yeah, but
each other.
I reckon that's easier than chasing it.
Nah, need a knee.
man.
I would think, bash and crash and like at pace, then wrestling for the footy at ground level. Okay, we might engage and have a 3 to 4 second moment, then the ball gets tapped and then we separate. I'm not on the ground wrestling for the ball and then getting back to my feet and diving and making a tackle and then getting back up and going again. It's that midfield fighting for the footy. Like, is that going to eat away at his stamina?
Go get someone that is same weight as you, and for 2 hours, go and bash each other, just hip and shoulder each other, and just do it for 2 hours, and then go run 13 kilometers, and tell me how you feel after that.
The thing I don't understand about it, right? There's a new ruck rule that suits
Perfect
him.
for him. Yeah.
And now you're taking him out of the ruck.
Yeah.
Why can't he be the Nick Nat Nui where you run, tap, follow up?
Very good point.
I just think that the new ruck rule is designed for an
For him.
athlete like him.
Yeah. He's probably in terms of rucks, he is who that is designed for.
I agree.
There's no one else
100%.
in the league that.
He I think he's got a lot of Mark Blitzavs about him.
Yes.
Being an athletic, versatile player. I'm excited, and we'll see it in pre-season what it looks like.
Yep.
But what does that do to Hayden Young? Hayden Young's that third midfielder. Does he now go back to a half back and distribute or a half forward? And because he's got a lovely left foot kick.
You just got 23 now. So you just slot in another midfield rotation. Someone goes to the bench.
Sarong, Brayshaw, Jackson, Young. You want them playing 85% game time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's on their half-back line?
Jordan Clark, from just pretty much made the All-Australian side.
Yeah.
And Carl Warner, who's potentially, they're excited about him this year.
Yeah.
As an under-the-radar breakout guy, because he's just a competitive guy, like hates losing the one-on-ones, like not a glorified, going to go out and get 25, but you're not going to get a kick on me.
Yep.
So they got those guys. Mate, for what they've got, they should be better than what they are.
They should be better than what they are.
The new ruck rule, Sean Darcy is probably who it doesn't favour.
He looks about as fit as me at the moment.
Yeah.
like
I'll give you a bit of credit. He looks bigger than you.
Yeah. If you have someone that's 200 centimetres running in and just bashing a body, maybe that loose ball spills your way. And then around the ground, Darcy will mop.
Well, Coops today actually was talking to me about it. He brought up a valid point, being a ruckman. I said, I feel like the ruckmen are going to struggle this year. And he actually mentioned that with the new rule of the less boundary throw-ins and everything, it's going to actually potentially set up ruckman like a Max Gawn or another ruckman to just go, I don't need to sprint 40 metres to get to that boundary throw-in. I'm going to go and sit behind the football.
Yeah.
Very excited about the role. He should have been All-Australian last year.
Yep, yes. And then so we'll move on under pressure, which this will, I don't know, we'll see how you guys feel, but Alex Pearce.
I hate him.
Yeah.
I strongly dislike him.
So, I don't think right now he fits the AFL standard for what a key backman is. And look, I've got some stats here for you, and I've compared him to Harris Andrews. I had a bit of an argument today at work, but yes, Harris Andrews has lots of defenders around him to help him, so he doesn't have to play on a man.
Yeah.
But also, I think Freo are kind of there as well. They can play that role. I don't think Alex Pearce is doing enough. Spoils were 3.8, which is average. His tackles were below average at 1.3. His kicks were below average, which is 6.3 per game.
Both effectiveness and amount. He is a horrendous kick of the football.
Which I also don't understand. How can you be a key back, meant to be an intercept mark type person?
How can you be a captain of a side when you can't kick a ball?
I was going to bring that up. He's above average in intercept marks.
I watched them play against Gold Coast last year. You would think as a captain and as a key defender, who are you taking from the Gold Coast? Ben King?
Yeah, Ben King. Yeah.
You taking Ben King? No. I'm going to be a big man and I'm going to go and take on Ethan Reid. The second year baby giraffe. He's a beanpole and he took probably 5 intercept marks against Reid. That's not leadership.
No.
You're a fullback. Your job is to take on the spearhead.
You've got Harris Andrews, so he's elite intercept marks at 3.3.
Yeah.
Elite spoils at 7.1.
Yeah, that's the big difference, man.
Yeah.
This guy, he's 201 centimetres. So
Yeah.
he's a big dude. Just punch the ball.
Yeah.
How hard is that? Literally, just do that. That's your job. You're the captain, so you're on some Mickey Mouse money to punch the ball to the ground and give your guys a crack at it, and you're getting 3.8 a game.
And Freo play a very similar style to Lions.
Yes.
They set up for a long down the line kick. How are you not spoiling more?
Yeah, I agree. And if you're not spoiling, learn how to kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you
can't kick over a jam tin.
Bold call. Top 4 or bust. They have all the players. They've got good coach, good guidance.
Yeah.
They're going in a good direction. I just think they've just been missing little pieces here and there.
Yeah.
My other bold call would be Shai Bolton will go huge this year.
Big year for him, eh?
Big year. That was my
He's
other
had a
one.
year in with Freo.
Yep, he's in the system now. You saw at the back end of last year.
He's another one that I can't stand.
Yeah, he's just so hot and cold, isn't he?
He is, and he'll have one game every 6 weeks, and everyone goes, "Oh, he's the best thing in the AFL."
Slivash.
No. Anyway, if you're done, I'm done. That's the first 6 teams done. Thanks for listening.